Good morning, everybody. It is Saturday, June 1st. 6 months into the year already. This year is flying by. Thank you for turning on the family members only. We are going to make cards this morning. Good morning, Eileen. Good morning, Sis Tank. How are you guys today? The cards today, we're going to just kind of wing them. I didn't really plan anything out for them. I'm just going to wing it today. I wanted to show you guys, I do have this little folder here. And in this folder, good morning, Shannon. Okay, in this little folder here is different card ideas of layouts that we could make. There's just so many ideas in layouts of cards that we could do. And these are just some ideas. Others, you can just let your imagination take over and do whatever your heart tells you to do on them. But these are just some of the layouts. But what I wanted to show you is more towards the back here. There's just so many ideas for cards. Okay, now we're getting to what I wanted to show you guys. Look at how pretty some of these come out. And these, some are made with having a Cricut, others are just by hand with stamps and different sized papers. There's just so many ideas of cards that we can make up. So I thought that's why we would kind of just wing it today. And I know someone had mentioned congratulations and graduation, but I have so many of the congratulation cards that I kind of just thought we'll make them for whatever occasion you guys want them to be for. Because I have this box right here, I kid you not, besides this in it, is nothing but stamps. I have wood block stamps. I have all of the rubber stamps for just any occasion you can think of. So that's why I said I'm just going to wing it today. We are going to do whatever cards you guys want to make. Hi, Elizabeth. Only have a few minutes, but wanted to stop in and say hi. I appreciate you stopping in. Hi, Ivy. Thank you for stopping in. And the envelopes that I did the video for to show you guys to make the size envelopes are for these size cards, which are 5.5 by 4.25. So you're gonna get a piece of cardstock, which would be this size, which is 8.5 by 11. You're gonna cut that down to 8.5 by 5.5. And then on your scoreboard, you'll score it at 4.25 so that you have 2 card bases. And again, this is your scoreboard. So once you get your 2 card bases ready, as always, you want to cut a piece of scrap. I just got a piece of scrap, and you're going to cut it so that it's just a 1/4 inch smaller than in your card base, which is 5.5 by 4.25. So it'd be 4 inches by 5.25. So I will do that really quick. Get that cut so we have those ready for the inside. Hi, Rays. Thank you for stopping in. And there's the first inside for a card. Let's set my scraps aside and we'll get the second one ready. Alright, now I got the second one ready as well. Alright, so the insides are ready. I can glue those in a little bit. I grabbed some different papers this week. I'm going to use these two. And I'm going to go ahead and cut these down. Hey, shh, no, it's okay. Hey, it's all right, boys. Sorry about that. They hear the neighbor outside mowing his lawn. All right, so I need this to be 5 inches. You love them. They're so protective. They hear the slightest little thing and they think somebody's out to get me. All right, so this one needs to be by 4. All right, and this week I'm going to use this little folder. This is an embossing folder. I'm going to take this piece of paper. I'm going to put it inside here. Try to get it as centered as I can in there so that all of that design will pop out. And then I have these little black plates. Let's set that aside for a second. And I have this little embossing machine. So what I'm going to do is just take this and I'm going to run it through here. And take this out. And now, as you can see, my piece of paper has that design on it from this folder. And I'm going to use that to put on the front of this card. And then I want to use this to go on top of it as well, but I'm not going to do it in layers. Yeah, it does. It lifts it up, Tank, and it's these little folders are like $3.99 or something, or were at Hobby Lobby. Like I said, I don't go into Joann's or Michael's, so I'm sure they would carry these, but when I was doing it, I went to Hobby Lobby. And I think what I want to do for this one is, because I don't want to build up the layers like we've been doing, I wanted to do something different. So I'm going to just cut 3 strips of this. I guess I can move this out of my way because I don't need this anymore right now. Just set that there. I'm glad you're gonna do that, Eileen. Having a larger one it's just so much more convenient, because then it gives you all the measurements you need, all the instructions, how to make the envelopes. It tells you everything. It's just so much better to have that big one. All right, as I said, for this one, I just want to make like 3 little stripes. So I'm going to cut these at 1 and let's start at 1 1/4 inches. Always have a ruler on hand as well. So that's 4 inches across. Let's make those 1 1/4 inch by 3 inches. So then I'll cut these at 3 inches. So there's 1. There's 2. That one's too short, so I'll need 1 more. I kind of like this idea better of just winging it instead of having something planned out. I think it will be better for us. All right, and I'm going to use the corner chomper thing. Let me grab that out real quick. This is another idea you guys can do if you want to just have a quick thing to put on the front. Just stamp a bunch out and then you can cut them and decorate them however you want after that. And if you noticed, no inks this week yet for distressing edges or anything. I'm going to just chomp these so that they have the rounded corners instead of the square. Well, good morning. Thank you for coming. Frosty Brock's Insights. And then you'll have these 3 little, I don't have anything glued yet, so I'm just kind of trying to show you. And you can kind of set those up however you want on your card. You can keep them close. You can kind of space them out a little bit. And as I said, you can do this for kind of any sentiment that you kind of want on it. Let's see, like if I was going to go ahead and use this one as a thank you card, I've already got my words stamped out, so I can just kind of, I'll just cut this in half. Just make sure you don't cut any of your letters. Let's see if I can do this without cutting any of the words off. And I was gonna go and get like some pop dots and the glue that I like to use, but I didn't make it to the store because my roommate still has not come home. So if I was gonna use this on this card as a thank you, I could slide these up so that this was kind of what it was looking like. And then I could put the foam dots on the back and pop that up and place it down here in this corner. And then you can add flowers, you can add other embellishments, you could add like here I got some hearts, you could add some little hearts to it. You can hot glue a button on it. If you wanted it to make it look like I see you kind of card. Zoila, thank you. So do I. He's been gone for a week today, and I'm more than ready for him to come home. You could put little googly eyes on a card and put "Here's looking at you." I mean, it just the imagination. You can do anything with cards, you guys. So that's just one idea of a card if you wanted to do something like this for just a simple, quick thank you card. Now for the other one, I was gonna do, let's do a plain black background. So that would have to be at 5 1/4 by 4. Thank you, Zyla. All right. For this one, I'm going to go with a black background. I'm not going to run it through the embosser or anything. We'll just leave it a plain black background. I'm going to use this paper, and it's got the shiny little gold dots on it. And I'm going to cut some little squares at 1 inch by 1 inch. I just want to show you guys another idea that you can do without having to put a whole lot of work into. And you can use scrap papers for this type idea so that you're not wasting a full sheet of paper on something so small. Hi, Jonathan. I'm glad you're back, Shannon. I had so much fun on Shannon's channel with her. I like seeing all the different people she's getting over there and hanging out with. All right, I have 1, 2, 4, 6, and then we'll get one more, and that will make 8. Hi, Penny. I haven't seen you in a while. How are you? All right, so done with the cutter for right now. And I cut 8 little 1 inch by 1 inch squares for this one. And we'll just kind of stagger these out. I'm going to put just a tad of glue on these just so that they'll stay, so I can show you guys the general concept here of what we're going to do. So that they don't slide off when I lift it up to show you. Zoila, for keeping your cutter tips, the blades on your cutter sharp, you can actually buy go here. Over here. We'll do it this way. They have, you can get these in packs of 2 to 3 or 4, and you just buy these little replacements. And on your cutter board here, it has a little slot down here. You just pop these out, and then you just pop them back in. So just really easy fix for those. And these will last up to 3 months if you're not using it every day. If you use it every day, you might get a month out of it. Those can get a little spendy. I think I lost some of my squares. Oh well. No, I didn't. 3, 4, 5. Nope, I didn't. Zoila won 3 hanks of yarn. Congratulations, Zoila. Nice. All right, now let's see, where did my... I thought I had my other little container out here for my stars, but I guess I don't. This is just another simple little idea of something that you can do, and then you can put like down here, get well soon, happy birthday, and then you can put decorations on each one of these little squares. You can put flowers, you can put gems, you can use these little brads, and you could put all of those little squares together and make it like a little pinwheel. The options are endless, you guys, when it comes to doing cards. It really is. So that, I mean, that's just 2 simple little ideas of cards that just quick, simple, and they can be used for any occasion. Thinking of you, thank you, congratulations, get well soon, best wishes, happy anniversary, just whatever you want, you can do it. I know you guys can. Cards are so simple. Thank you, Zoila. So there you go, guys. Another quick 2 simple cards for any occasion that you want to use them for. The oxygen guy was listening to. So imagination's away, guys, on cards. Stamps. I mean, like I was telling you guys, I've got stamps in here just for if you want to make invitations, it's a party. You can make your own invitations. These ones are miss you, thinking of you, you're special, I love you, friendship. These ones are wedding cards. If somebody's getting married, you can make wedding cards, sympathy cards with heartfelt sympathy and friendship. Our hearts and prayers are with you in this time. I know we have some friends on the YouTube streets that are going through hard times right now. We could send them a card just to let them know, hey, we're thinking of you. Our hearts are with you. We know that, times are tough right now. For example, our friend Michael, MDL Crochet, he's going through a hard time right now, and I know probably would love to get a card that just to let everybody know that he's in our thoughts and prayers. We're thinking of him. We're behind him. We know what he's going through, and it's not easy. Oh, it came out Rizabeth instead of Elizabeth. That's so cute. Thank you, Tank. That's just me. That's just my nature. I am a person that I love everybody. I will help anybody I can. But if you do me wrong, stab me in the back, my trust is given once. And once that trust is broken, it's so hard to get it back. And that's just me. That's the way I was raised, and back 10 the Sheep's second channel. Mimi, I know, and that's why I mentioned Michael. He is in my thoughts and prayers. I know it's hard for him, and I will definitely make him a card, and I will send it to his post office box or whatever address he has available for us to send him things. I know it's hard, so everybody, I wish and hope you will keep Michael in your thoughts and prayers and help him through this tough time. Absolutely, Zoila. That's why I have so many stamps, because you can use them over and over and over and over. This is a stamp set that I bought when I was in a card club, and it's just different stamps about fall, pumpkins, Thanksgiving, and then there's one that's about peace on earth, snowflakes, warm wishes, hot cocoa. Just, they're two big stamps, but it's up to you whichever word you want to use. So, and even the embossing machines. Oma, hello. I hope you are having a wonderful Saturday so far. This embossing machine, these little folders, you can get them with polka dots. You can get them with hearts, like these little swirls. I have another one that has birds on tree branches. Paper crafts, you guys, there are just so many options for paper crafting. You can do 3D crafts out of paper. You can make journals out of papers. Look at Margie's Crafty Corner. She's got journals that she makes out of all these papers and envelopes. So if you have papers laying around, guys, and stamps and scissors and glue, you can make anything your imagination takes you to make. Zoila, I agree 100%. I would much rather receive a handmade card than a store-bought card because I know somebody took the time to put love into that card because they made it their self. You can use your embossing cards on polymer clay too. Really, Ivy? I did not know that. So you can use this for clay and get the stamp off of it. That is really cool. I did not know that. I would love to learn to play with clay, but I'm afraid I would break it and not be so creative with clay. I've played with that dollar store clay with my granddaughter, but I don't think that's the same as that really good clay that Ivy B turned me on to, Lynn's Crafts, and she does clay work. She does beautiful clay work. I watched her make this little necklace that had a pendant, and she just drew with a colored pencil on it, like this little fairy lady on it. Oh, I was in love with that thing. That thing was gorgeous. But yeah, Lynn's Crafts, she does excellent work with clay. Look at Ivy B with her beads. She does beautiful thing with beads. She makes necklaces and bracelets, earrings. She does her pens. Amazing. Everybody is so talented and everybody is good at what their craft is. I like to do paper crafts and crochet. Ivy crochets and does beads. Kevin, thank you for coming in. Yes, she does do lovely crochet work. Absolutely. Tuber Chat is another great place to go, you guys, if you want to get knowledge on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Reddit, any of those. Kevin is the guy to go see. He has a premiere showing today. Lay a layer of plastic wrap so it doesn't stick. That's a good idea. But yeah, as I was saying, Kevin is a great place to go if you guys want to learn anything. He's very knowledgeable. He has a ton of people over there, all different types of genres for the YouTube streets, homesteading to makeups, reviews, clothing, cruises, lottery scratching tickets, you name it, Kevin's got it over there. It is a great resource if you are looking to make new friends, new family members, if you need help with watch hours. Kevin's is the place to go. I wouldn't expect it on your first visit there. You got to earn their trust over there just as much as you do on anybody else's channel. So support and trust are two big things I have learned in doing YouTube in my short time here. So absolutely, Mimi. Respect. Yes, I was told that, Eileen, over at Tuber Chat. You can watch a person's playlist twice and it gives them credit. Anything after that, you do not get credit for it, even if you clear your watch history. You do not get credit except for 2 times. That's it. There you go. Kevin just said it. There's no way to see If a video has been watched more than once, we expect that watch hours will only on the first run or watch. So yes, Kevin is very knowledgeable, you guys. If you do go over there and you have questions over there, put at Tuber Chat Kevin and he will answer it. Put 3 thumbs up. He sees it. He will answer any question you ask over there. Kevin is phenomenal. I absolutely love watching him. I came across him on accident one day and I watched and I was hooked, and I have been with Kevin at every episode since then, unless it's a Thursday night when I'm doing trivia and he happens to come on at the same time. But as soon as I'm done, because I know he goes for at least 3 hours, I will go over to him as soon as I am done. Yes, Kevin, like Zoila just said, thank you for answering the question. Kevin is, a fountain of knowledge, you guys. That man is. He knows a lot of things. And I'm hoping his premiere today is of his new series that he has coming out, where he interviews people that have been on YouTube for a while that have 10,000 or more subscribers. And he does an interview with these people and they tell you how to keep your channel growing, how to keep gaining family members. It was great. He showed us little tidbits of clips on his Tuber Chat sessions, and I was amazed at some of the things that these people say, how they have kept their channel running for so long to gain that many family members. So, and I was watching Nisi this morning, Freehandly Made AU. I love going to her house. It's just a calming, relaxing place to go. She is very upfront, very real. I like her term that she used of house cleaning. She said that this morning, that she's got some new rules over there for house cleaning. And she went on an hour earlier this morning, Tank, to take Mara and Carrie the Yarny Elephant slot, as they are on their way to the Northwest Fiber Fest today, which is 3 hours from me. I was going to go, but I don't have my car or a car because Mr. Crafty has the only vehicle in the house and license. So, but I have to agree with her on some of her rules for house cleaning that she put up. I don't want to say I'm going to steal them. I may borrow them ideas from her. Yes, Mimi, they are going to go live from the Fiber Fest over there. Carrie and Mara are. Once they arrive safely there, they will be going live from the Fiber Fest that's going on over here. I'm going to borrow Nisi's house cleaning rules of, this is a absolute no drama zone. I do not want drama on my channel. I don't do drama and I don't tolerate drama. I wish everybody could respect that. I do not like negative talk. I do not want religion, politics brought up. I am a very religious person, and people that know me can tell that by my shorts, but I will not ever discuss that in a live. So I hope everybody can respect that. I do like what she said about do not use the word subscribers, subs. You guys are family. So I would rather you use the word family members. If you want to drop your link, you may drop it twice in the time that I am on. And please try to leave it at only 2 times so that other people that want to share theirs and want more family members may do the same. I have my Nightbot set up so that if you do drop your link, it tells us how many family members you have and to please send a full bunch over. So I agree. And I know that there's a lot going on the YouTube streets. I don't hate anybody because that is a very strong word to use. I don't dislike anybody. But to me, actions speak louder than words. I will leave that at that. I do not dislike anybody. I love everybody. I will support everybody. But I just am the type of person, if you do me wrong, you've lost my trust. And once my trust is broken, you don't get it back. So, Mom's eating breakfast, Zoila. Good. I'm glad. Your mom is so lucky to have you. She is. And you are a very wonderful person for doing the things that you do because you are everywhere. I have never seen a person that can be in 3 lives at once and do the things that Zoila does. Zoila is a very wonderful person, as is Tank. Tank, too. Tank is everywhere. Tank supports everybody. Tank is not only my friend, Tank is my sister. I love Tank very much. Hi, Dawn. Thank you for coming in. I'm glad, yes. No drama, and please respect that. That's all I've ever asked for since I've started my channel. I have been here just a little over 5 months, you guys, and I have made so many wonderful friends. You guys took me in and showed me love and support, and I want to do that back to everybody else. I love all of you guys. I support all of you guys. I will do whatever I can to help anybody out. If anybody needed anything, all they would have to do is ask, and if I could do it, I would do it in a second. I would not think twice about it. Of course I'm talking about you, girlfriend. Hi, May. You didn't know what you were doing at D's. You followed Tank and Yarn Barf's lead. Aw. Yes, you guys are wonderful moderators, as is Eileen. Eileen was my very first moderator. So Eileen is also a very dear friend. I met her on the YouTube streets and we became very close, as is I am with Tank and Zoila and Mimi. It is a learning phase, yes. I don't know how you guys do it. I was put moderator at a couple channels, and I'm glad I'm not having that wrench next to my name anymore. I think I am only at one channel anymore, and that's fine by me because I don't want that responsibility. That is a lot of work, and I don't know how you ladies do it. Well, hello, Mr. Germany. Thank you for coming in. So yes, if you guys want to drop your channels, you can. The word to drop it is craft. And as I said, the way I have mine set up, it will tell you exactly how many family members that person has. And if you are not yet a family members of theirs, please join them and become a family member. Spread the love and the support around you guys. Tank, there's not really a right or wrong way to make a card. It's up to your imagination, really. Like I said, I just grabbed these little papers here, and you just glue them. Just do it however your heart or your mind tells you. You don't even have to do it this way. You can flip these around so that it goes like this instead, so that you have, if I can get my fingers to work right, you can flip them around so that it kind of looks like that instead, and then put your thank you and pop it up off of this bottom one. Like this one, you don't have to put it in this order. You can do it however you want, or you can make them look like a pinwheel and stick one of these little brads in the center so that it looks like a little pinwheel going around instead. Your options are endless when it comes to making homemade cards. Oh, because you don't have a lot of room for it. I see. You're going to order another envelope maker today? Oh, the one you did get, it was broken? Oh, man, yeah. A 2 foot by 2 foot area. Tank, you could do it in that area. I agree with Zoila. Trust yourself. You've got it. I know you can do it. I was working in just this little area on my dining room table, but yeah, I've got everything all sprawled out. I've got it sitting on the floors next to me. I got a mess. I'm kind of glad my roommate isn't home. If he's seen all my stuff sitting everywhere, he'd go, "What are you doing?" Because usually I do everything in my room. Because when he's home, he has the TV on loud, he's on his phone playing games or talking. He's making noise in the kitchen, or he might have his music on softly, and I can't have you guys hearing all the noises that he's doing with me trying to talk, or like doing our stitch sampler make along. He doesn't need, you guys don't need to hear that, and I don't need him butting in on what we're doing. So usually I stay in my room. So with him being gone this week, it has been nice to just be out in the house wherever I feel like doing it. I was doing it in the living room, sitting in the recliner for what lives I did do this week. And today I'm sitting at the dining room table. So I would have had the curtains open, but there was such a glare from the light outside. It's not sunny here. It's actually really cloudy today, but it was still a bright light coming through the curtains. And I didn't want that to distract or cause issues with others, because I know sometimes that shining brightness can mess with people, and I didn't want to cause any headaches or seizures or anything to happen to anybody. So I just shut the curtains, and your house is like the rock station. Thank you, Zoila, for dropping the links. Is my Nightbot not working for that? Oh, you just, okay. Thank you for that. There you go, Mimi. Zoila dropped it for you. I'm trying to remember what other words I had for my Nightbot. Oh, your old cutter was broken. Okay. And yes, Eileen, if you're gonna order an envelope maker, I would just order the big scoreboard like this, because then down here, as I said, this slides out. And once you slide this up, just like this, there you go. There's your envelope maker, and it tells you exactly what to do for making an envelope for any size envelope. If you wanted to make a 5x7 card, like we did the second week we did cards, it tells you exactly right there how to make it's a 10x10 sheet of paper. Then you'll score it at 3 1/4, 4 1/4. If you do a 6x6 card squared like we did, you'll cut a 10x10 sheet of paper and score it in all areas at 3 3/4. And once you do that, if you see on this little envelope thing, you'll have these 4 little X's. You'll just nip those little corners out and fold it up, glue it, and there you go. You got your envelope. Yeah, that small one is just too small for, and it's just for envelopes. It's not for cards. And you want it to be able to do cards and envelopes, because you don't always want to make just these size cards. These are the most common size cards, which are 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. But the second week we did cards, I showed you guys how to make a 6x6 square card into 5x7 card. They have cards that are smaller. You can make cards that are smaller than those ones, which are 2 8 by 3 1/2. Then you can do a 3 1/2 by 4 card, 4 1/4 by 5. You can do a 4 1/2 by 6 1/4, a 5x7, a 6x6. You can do a 9" by 3 3/4. As I said, you guys, paper crafts and card making, it's endless. You can even make journals. Look at what, like I said, look what Margie did. You can make journals. Take a 5x7 card stock and build it up and just keep building it and add different colored sheets of paper to it. It's endless, you guys. It really is. Paper crafting is wonderful. There's so many things that you can do with paper and imagination. Stamps, embellishments. Like I told you guys, I've got a box in my closet, a big box, and it's filled with all different types of cardstock, different sizes, different designs, colors, themes. You can buy books of paper that are nothing but baby themed. So if you're doing baby shower cards, I've got ones that are all wedding papers. So if I made wedding invitations for a friend of mine back in Michigan. She couldn't afford to buy a bunch of invitations for her wedding. She knew I was making cards, and she asked if I could make invitations, and I said I sure can. So I made her 150 wedding invitations, and I didn't charge her hardly anything for it. So birthday cards, birthday invitations for kids, you can do that as well. Yes, you can, Zoila. I've even made, when I had my Cricut, it would cut the design out, and you just hand roll them and use your little bone folder here, or even a stick like this. I kept this. This rolls flowers very nicely. You can use your bone folder and make hand rolled flowers. I've done roses, daisies, chrysanthemums, I think. They're just, yeah, you can do anything with paper and an imagination. And hand rolled flowers, I did a lot of roses, of hand rolled roses. They come out beautiful. You take your ink. I made blue roses, red roses, pink roses, silver roses, gold roses. You take your ink and you embellish the top of them, or distress them with the ink. beautiful. They come out wonderful. I'll have to, I've got a friend of mine that lives just down the road here, a couple miles away. Her name is McKay. I mentioned her before. She's got about the Bears glue. I don't think I ever used the Bears glue, Zoila. Is it a clear glue that comes in a little plastic bottle? It might be a different name where you're at from where I'm at. I was hoping to go yesterday to the craft store to grab some of that glue. I was going to show you guys the glue that I usually used for making cards, because it's clear. If you do a boo-boo, you can take in a rubber eraser and it comes right off. It's great. A white glue with a bear bottle. I don't think I've ever used it, Zoila, but I will definitely check into it. Oma, you're shopping with Elmo? What you buying? Yes, I'm very excited for Miss C's live tomorrow. It starts at 9 a.m. Pacific, so it'd be 10 Mountain, 11 Central, noon Eastern. I will bring the muffins as usual, Miss C. I will bring chocolate chip, banana nut, and lemon poppy muffins. And maybe I'll make some homemade cinnamon rolls again with some cream cheese frosting. Oh, thank goodness, Zoila. Amen. Oh, I'm so glad your water's back on. Yes, Tie-Dye and Dawn. Don't forget Elmo's ice cream. I agree 100%. Do not forget Elmo's ice cream. Mimi's gonna bring the paper plates with fancy little party napkins. Silly girl yarn. I should have known. Thank you, Nisi. I was telling them about your house this morning, that I liked your house cleaning rules. I borrowed a couple of them. You leaving, Missy? You guys be safe going back home, and I will see you in the morning. I love you, Alma. Oh, thank you, Zoila, for reminding me. Yes, Cliff from Heart of Orion Jewelry. He is doing his very first live this evening. I look forward to that. Thank you, Nisi. I appreciate that. Nisi and I were at Fiber Floozy's house last night, Jill, for Crime Friday. And this case that has been being followed very closely by several, it was very powerful to listen to the impact statements that Jill played for us last night. I don't think I have cried that hard in a long time. It was powerful, you guys. It really was. Jill stayed extra time for us last night. I know that was probably not very comfortable for her with the chair that she was sitting in, but I appreciate that she did stay that extra time for us to hear those impact statements. It like I said, you guys, it was powerful to hear what those people went through. And it wasn't just a year or two, it was 5 years that they had to live and relive this nightmare. I went through a box of Kleenexes very easily last night. I had to keep getting more Kleenexes, listening to the victims speak. If you want, you may go catch that replay. It was very good. Back to Cliff. Yes, Cliff is doing his very first live tonight. Heart of Orion Jewelry. He is the one that made me this beautiful bracelet. He is a very talented man. His work is amazing. He does bracelets, he does necklaces, he does earrings, he does keychains, he does dream catchers. Cliff is a very, very talented man, so please make sure you go check him out tonight as well. He's absolutely wonderful. Yes, Tank, on Jill's channel. It was, wasn't it, May? It was very, very emotional. And absolutely, Zoila, he is another great supporter. He has been at everyone's house that I go to, that I have seen. He does super chats. He's very fiber floozy, Jill, Zoila. You were watching that case from Court TV? Yeah, I don't know how those families did that, and it was just, yeah. I don't want to cry again, so but I do look forward to the penalty phase of this. It's gonna be good, and God willing, that man will get everything he deserves. I love crime, especially true crime. Thank you, Zoila. You hope so too, Eileen? Yeah. God willing, that man gets what's coming to him. Especially because children were involved, and in my eyes, children are very innocent. Children, especially children that are on the spectrum, children are very trusting. They are very easy to manipulate. They will choose to believe even if it isn't true. And yeah, it's not good when children are involved, especially when they are senselessly taken out of this world at the hands of somebody else. It's not fair, and it's not right to see an innocent child being dug up out of somebody's backyard because they were senselessly killed at the hands of an evil person. I'm sorry. That bothers me so much, because children are a gift from God, and they should not be mistreated in any way, shape, or form. I'm sorry, you guys. And that's a very, very delicate subject for me, because I love children, and I've always wanted to have lots of children, and it just didn't work in that way for me. But children are a blessing from God, and nobody should ever mistreat an innocent child in any way. Oh, Eileen, that's terrible. And if it's been that long, it's probably not going to turn out good. I can tell you that. yeah, if they're missing for that long, it's probably not going to turn out well for them. All right, guys. Everyone knows that, in my opinion, the mother has something to do with it. That makes it even sadder. How can a mother do that? Do anything to their own child? It is beyond me. Going on 2 years. Wow, Tank. Wow. No response on the soccer score yet. Fingers crossed that their team wins. Clara would be so excited. I like all crime channels. I like Investigation Discovery. I like Oxygen. I like to get on YouTube and search for crime channels and stuff. I love anything that's true crime. The podcasts, everything. In Texas, Tank. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and hop off here and get some things done. I'm gonna call my roommate and see if he is going to be home today. If not, I am going to have to call my friend that lives just down the road here and see if him and his mother would like to go to the store with me and take me to the store. I hate not having a vehicle here. I just want my roommate to come back home. It's been nice without him. Trust me, it's been a great week without him. As I said, I've gotten to do things that he doesn't normally let me do. So it's been nice to do those things. Yeah. Is Carrie and Mara on yet, Mimi? I'm not sure. I haven't seen if they're on yet. Let's see if it. Yes, it looks like Carrie's on. Yikes. Yeah, it looked like Carrie was on, so we can go ahead and do a crafty raid over to Carrie if you guys would like. Thank you guys all for being here. Sorry about my little meltdown there, but that does hit hard to me. I hope you guys all have a great rest of your weekend. Stay safe, stay crafty, you guys. I love each and every one of you. Thank you again for being here. See you guys later. Bye, guys. Love you.